What's going on, guys? This is my third time trying to figure out how to use a computer. My name is Casey Bonberg. I am a student at SUNY Jefferson Community College, Zoo Technology program, and we've all been here before. This is my second internship, so let's get right into it. I did my internship at Zoo New York in Watertown, New York. Um, Great place. We've done clinicals there, so I know a lot about it. I felt comfortable there. It was a good time, a lot to learn. Last year I was in Africa for my internship. You guys have already seen that video. Um, so this one's not going to be as good, but it's still going to be good because I learned a lot. Probably a lot more than I learned in Africa. Um, let's get into it. So, put a funny in there. Obviously, had to. Um, this is Sass. She's over at the conservation building. Um, I've worked with her in the past. When I did work with her in the past, she was not into people, did not like anybody, very aggressive, also scared. It's an opossum. Um, but now interacting with her, she was ready, came up for food all the time, was sniffing you all the time, not scared. If you did, certain movements, she'd kind of get startled, but like she's getting there. What her diet consisted of was like fish or a little bit of Nebraska, maybe a little bit of chicken, but also would do some dog kibble for nutrition. Um, she's very healthy. As you can see, she has no tail. She's deemed non-releasable, and that's why she is there. Here on the left, you got me holding Bo, the rooster, over there. Um, So I would tag along on other sections. I was mostly in section four throughout my whole internship, but sometimes I would tag along with other keepers to, get the experience. Yeah, so me and Bo over here, I'm wrangling him up to go put him in the coop for the night because you don't want to leave them out at night. So pretty much did that. And then on the right here, we got the Nigerian dwarf goats. They're super cool, super cute, super friendly. This is the goat yard. Uh, I'm sitting in there because we have guests that come in, pet them, and yeah, so we just got to tell the guests not to climb on the goat's furniture because that's for them. We don't want to break it, and we just got to tell them like not to poke their eyes, not to grab their horns, or just common sense stuff. Right here we got Ninja, the mountain lion there. We're doing some tong training, tong feeding training. Um, this is chicken, really good for them, really healthy. On the right here, um, what I did was take some chicken, say up, and he actually got up on the fence. One of the keepers was like, wow, he hasn't done that in 4 months. So it was a pretty special moment. I'm glad that we got to do some training. The reason we do this training is uh, when he's up like that, you can see like his underside, so we can check him out, see if anything's wrong, if you know, just like kind of checking him out, making sure everything's okay. And he's not like bleeding anywhere, or he's got like some big bulges or somewhere like on his stomach, maybe. So we just like to keep him healthy. It's also really good for vaccines too, and weight. Next, we got the tank on the left. Those are axolotls. You can kind of see the little white guy in the corner. The black guy right here at the glass, you can somewhat see him, but he's there. So we do 25% water changes just to keep the water fresh, clean, circulated, um, using a gravity siphon. If you get it right, you can like siphon the water out, and so you don't have to like bucket out water. It's just a lot easier. Plus, you can use it as like a vacuum to clean up like any floaty things. It's really good. On the right, we got the bearded dragon munching on a dubia roach. Dubia roach is very good for him, very nutritious. he's just look at that smile. And yeah, so well, got to take care of a lot of reptiles as well. Right here we got the corn snake on the left. Corn snake, I think so. Or if it's that other snake, ribbon snake. No, can't be the ribbon snake. Corn snake. We'll go with corn. Um, so taking him out so he can feed. Don't There's two of them in there. We don't want to keep them together because then they'll be very aggressive with each other if they're feeding in the same area. Um, After they ate, I would spray them off so they get that scent of mouse off of them so that the other one doesn't attack them, thinking it's more food. On the right here, we have the green frog riding the painted turtle. Super funny. I thought it was cute. Took a picture. Glad I got to see it. And they were, the turtle wasn't even spooked. Just taking a ride, I guess. So here we have Wretch, the turkey vulture. Wretch was a very aggressive turkey vulture towards me only. I don't know why. I didn't do nothing to her, but love and cherish and feed her. As you see here, it looked like I just kind of tossed her on there. No, she's
Oh,
got very bad
jeez.
balance, so just putting her down,
Couldn't even let me get the door.
she likes to trip.
Yeah, okay, here.
As you see
Bite me
here,
all you
she's
want.
just really going
Bite
at
me
it.
all
She
you want,
really
but you're
wants
not
to attack me, so
escaping.
I just let her take her
Oh,
anger
such
out
a
real quick. Hold my
strong
glove out,
lady,
let her
huh?
just bite it. Be like, hey, take this out. Don't really even need to be all aggressive about it. So then I finally got her in, calm, cool, collected. Uh, Also, that was the Muse building. The Muse building, there's two skunks that I took care of, fed, clean, um, Flower and Kicks. Flower was super like calm, but like skittish. Um, Kicks is a little more like, you know, you know how skunks do that like little slap down, and I'm like, okay, okay, here's the food. I'm gonna go. They're super cute. What else? You got the two pigeons in there, Pidge and the other one, I don't know the name. Pretty much do just routine cleaning, feeding. Um, Sometimes Pidge would just fly over after I had food in my hand, fly over right on my arm, and kind of scoot down and start eating from the container before I can even set it up. So that was a cool um, experience. And then from there, you have Daisy, the other opossum. She stays out there. She's super friendly. She's the one that's always taken out on, um, you know, just taken out to go to events, education, and yeah, she's super cool, super great. You also have four chickens there, or two roosters, two chickens also in there that hatched from eggs. And then you have Marley, the red-tailed hawk, and Pharaoh, the other red-tailed hawk. Very good birds. Very Marley's more like interactive. I would hold out like a chick and she would come up, or I think she, and just eat from the glove. Great. Wouldn't step up, but that's fine. It's a learning process. And then you have the two ravens, Iris and Hyde. Um, they're a hilarious bunch. Um, and then you have Scarlet, but you'll see that in the next couple slides. Again, so we have Wretch on the left here, and I would always let Wretch out, even though she would always chase me, but it was a good way to get her out. So if I like open it up, I'm like, hey, Wretch, I'm here, and then she'll come for me. Um, but then as soon as she got some sun, she would sunbathe, she'd spread out the wings, get some sun, good for her. So I would do that almost every day whenever I got the chance. On the right, you have the bald eagle. I was showing the bald eagle, hey, I'm sitting here, but I have your food, um, just to kind of observe her or him, her, McGeezy, um, kind of just observe, see, you know, how the bald eagle's doing, how like what kind of behaviors are you gonna do towards me, making a lot of noises, like chirps and stuff, so that was good. She knew I was there. The bald eagle knew I was there. So Also, the bald eagle's hopping around and stuff, so kind of checking me out. So that was good. Oh, did the bald eagle come up to me and grab it? No, no, not at all. Would never probably do it, but just to show. So here we have Scarlet. I like to hand feed her the mice, just for her to get used to like human interaction, saying like, "Hey, I'm not a bad guy. I'm here to take care of you, clean your area, give you water, fresh water." Um, Very important. I was trying to gain her trust. I think I really did. Most of the time, I would sit in there and just kind of observe her behavior. I'd sit in there for about 15, 20 minutes a day. And I think she really got used to me and comfortable with me in order to come up and take that food, as you saw. We can watch it again because I thought it was just very, very good progress with her. I enjoyed it. Even if I didn't have food, she'd kind of just like wander around near me, kind of look at me, check me out, see like what's going on. That's her on the left. That's her favorite spot during the day. Is to lay in that little corner, because like nobody can see her. She also, when you walk by her, you can see her like, kind of duck down, looking at you with her big glowing eyes. She was great. The children's farm. We have Percy on the left. Percy, I wouldn't say my favorite, and I know some of these classmates are gonna hate me for that. Um, Percy was great, fantastic. I was told that he doesn't really like men. I was in there with him, never had a problem. He wasn't aggressive towards me. He actually like came up to me, and as you saw right here, he was up on there, enjoying the pets and stuff. And then I also have another video here. Uh, it looks like he was just kind of like making his bed or like a little place to, lay down. Kind of making sure it's all good and flat. No, he's not going to lay on any rocks. That's my assumption. I was just kind of watching, but as you see, he's kneeling down to go for, a nice little nap time or something, basking in the sun. Right here we have the gray tree frogs, by far my favorite frogs ever. Um, they're just so silly, they're so funny, but they have such a unique pattern. Um, it was just like a video. I'll play it again. Just me feeding them, and I just think I like how they're like little hands just grab a hold, and you know they're like, okay, I'm ready for food. They take it. Sometimes half the time they actually just miss it. And it's just so funny to watch it. But also on this picture on the right here, I have one of them mid eating, mouth open, grab a hold of it, grab I think they were isopods is what I was feeding them. Greatest thing, cutest thing ever. I enjoy them. I also, so with all the amphibians and the reptiles, I would also take a mister I'd probably do it twice a day, one in the morning, one at night, or like before the end of the day, just to keep their, enclosure, moist and just, the humidity and stuff. Just keep it level, keep it nice and wet for them because they like to be in like wetlands um, and whatnot. And then here, most important of it all is clean, clean, clean. You want to make sure you clean these dishes because you don't really want to give these animals a dirty dish or cross contamination. Very big. You don't want to do that. And then that's just a biohazard breakthrough. So the video that you just saw here was me washing the dishes. I'll pause it right here. Here, the first sink on the left here is just soap, water, just to scrub all that gunk off. Um, this middle sink over here, whenever we get to it, this guy really washes dishes slow. This middle sink here is just like a rinse off, get all that soap off. And then the right sink here is the sanitizing. So you want to sanitize these dishes before you let it sit out and dry. And yeah, that's super important because then that really just like it's an extra step to clean dishes. because we're always working with like raw meat, veggies, fish, you name it. And plus, these animals, um, they like to, defecate on their dishes sometimes. And you don't want feces or like fecal matter particles just on this. And then so you use this dish for a different animal. And now they just been exposed to that. Say, what if this other animal had worms, but we had no idea? Now we're transferring, um, you know, say diseases or larvae or whatnot, parasites to a different animal. Now we have two problems instead of just one. So that concludes my presentation. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave some comments down below. Give it a like. Um, and again, I had a great time there. I learned a lot about animal care, behaviors. The staff was good. Um, again, it's most important not to mess up while working. You can, if you do mess up, then, just paperwork and stuff. Um, but you just want to care for these animals, make them your priority when you're there, um, not leave them outside because then other animals will come get them that are wild. So appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and thanks.